Kirby, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've partnered with Henna Sooq once again to touch up my roots. If you remember in my previous henna video, I partnered with Henna Sooq to dye my hair black using henna plus indigo. Well, I've switched some things up and I decided to go back in and touch up my roots to get healthy, shiny black hair, and I'm absolutely loving the color. It's so rich and so beautiful. But if you've ever found henna to be drying to your hair, then I have the perfect solution, and I've switched it up in this video, and I'm going to show you some ways to soften your hair and also make your hair silky, smooth, and moisturized while still using the henna and the indigo. So make sure that you stay tuned, watch this step-by-step process. Plus, I'm also introducing you to their new hair wash and their co-wash, which I am absolutely in love with. It's hands down probably one of the best co-washes that I've ever used. And you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I always keep it real. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Just hit that red subscribe button and make sure that you hit that bell notification icon. That way you never miss out on a new video. I am batching some content for you all so that you always have a video every Tuesday and every Friday starting in January 2019. So without further ado, let's get to the video, and I will see you all at the end. Just as I did in my initial application, I'll be using the Henna Sooq Red Raj 100% organic henna powder. To mix it up, I'll be using my Old Faithful Country Crock Butter Bowl. For this application, since I'm only doing a touch-up, I'll be using only one package of the 100-gram Red Raj henna. And I'll be adding 3 tablespoons of my organic aloe vera powder. This powder, a little bit goes a long way, and it's so unbelievably fine. Remember when I mentioned that some people don't like to use henna because they find it drying? Well, this is the remedy. Mixing in some aloe vera powder is not only great for your hair, but for the shine, but it also softens the process. As well, I'm adding in 2 to 3 teaspoons of my organic amla powder. And this will also help to add shine and moisture for the application. And as I'm applying it, you're gonna see. Now let's make things interesting. If you remember in my original henna plus indigo video, I didn't get the type of black color payoff that I wanted at the root. So I was told to try mixing in half a package of my indigo into my henna mixture. And that will help me to enrich the color. To mix my henna, I'm using green tea, so I did the same thing by boiling 4 bags of green tea, 100% green tea, and I'm mixing it slowly into my mixture and stirring until I get it as smooth as possible to a pudding or custard-like consistency. Now I will cover and allow the dye to release for about 3 to 6 hours. And while the dye is releasing, I'll be trying out Henna Sooq's new collection of hair wash and co-washes. I decided to try the Cleansing Conditioning Cowash and the Cassia Neem Hair Wash. For the first step, before I apply my henna application, I am going in with the Cassia Neem Hair Wash. This hair wash treats dandruff and scalp conditions, containing neem, which is antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antibacterial, and the cassia will help to soften and add shine to the hair. As you can see, it lathers up just like a shampoo, and I found it to be, I just love, like, it has like this really nice, clean, earthy smell. It is just, I loved it. I felt like I was at a spa, and as you can see, it definitely cleanses my hair. It left my hair squeaky clean without making it feel dry or brittle. After washing my hair and waiting about 6 hours for the dye to release, this is my henna application and we are ready to go. I allowed my hair to air dry and didn't put anything in it. I've already sectioned it off into 4 sections, have my gloves on, and my skin prepped. So you can see there where I was showing you where the root of my hair, when I tried a permanent dye a while back, that the permanent dye lightened the root of my hair and the rest of my hair went black. And of course, when in my initial henna application, you can see that I do have that hint of red, and it did enrich the color, but I want to make it even where the black is more on the root, hence the reason for a touch-up. You can see how much more moisturizing and smooth my henna application is going on, and I attribute that to the aloe vera powder and also the amla powder. Amla powder is great for helping your hair to grow and also helping to reduce the pigment loss of your hair, which I am clearly needing. And of course, you know, anything that is pure 100% aloe vera is awesome for the hair. It acts as a great conditioner. It adds shine. It conditions your hair and your scalp. It adds moisture and manageability. So as you can see, I had a little bit of my henna mixture left over, so I decided to loosely apply it all the way down the length of my hair. And now I'm just getting ready to tie it up by making 2 Cinnabons or princess layer rolls on the sides of my hair. And of course, using my method of using saran wrap to wrap my hair to trap it all in and make sure that it's set. And I'm going to actually leave this in overnight. I prefer to leave my henna application specifically overnight just for the best color payoff and overall benefits of receiving the benefits of the henna on my hair. And of course, you know, I have to make sure that my eyebrows match my hair at all times. So I'm applying a little bit to my hair. Now I'm gonna clean it up by just taking a wet towel or a damp towel and just clean up the edges and make sure that it's only on my brows so that it doesn't stain my skin. And once I'm done, I'm gonna take an old t-shirt and wrap it around my hair, then top it off with my silk braid bonnet just to tie it down and make it easier to sleep overnight. After sleeping overnight, it is the next day and time to mix my Henna Sooq indigo powder. Now, because I'm only doing a touch-up on the roots, I'm only using half a pack of my indigo, and I'm mixing it with boiling hot water. Make sure that you add any liquids to any powders that you are mixing a little bit at a time, and mix, 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 stir, stir, stir. And even when you think you have it all together, make sure that you are digging around at the bottom, because you will find that you didn't mix as well as you thought. So this is the reason you don't want to add too much water. And again, you want to make this like a pudding consistency. I probably add a little bit too much water, but we'll work with it. I'm letting that sit for about 30 minutes, and that's really all the time that you need for your indigo dye to release. But while that's happening, I am getting ready to rinse all of the henna from my hair, and this is what it looks like after air drying in a plopped towel and stretched out, and there's no product in it. And I wanted to show you my brows. You see that red tint? Now, I do want to make sure to let you know that indigo will not work without doing the henna first, because it will give your hair a weird green color, and you don't want that, right? So let's get ready to apply the indigo. I decided to start with my brows first. This is what my indigo looks like after sitting. I let it sit probably for about 2 hours while my hair air dried. And I am using my finger and applying it to my brows. Again, you know, I'm kind of anal. I wanted my brows to match my hair. And I decided to go with the brows first so that they'll have more time to sit and receive the color payoff from the indigo. Both henna and indigo act as permanent dyes, but the beautiful thing about them, they are chemical free, which is great because it is safe when applying it to your scalp, your skin, or your hair. Now remember, I said that this is just simply a root touch-up so that I can get that black color payoff on the root of my hair, making it match the rest of my hair, the length of my hair. So I'm using my finger and making small, thin sections, and I'm making sure that I get it all over the root of my hair so that everything matches. Once I'm done, I'm doing the same thing, make me a nice little swirly, and then wrap it up in saran wrap. And after 6 hours, I let my indigo sit for 6 hours for the best payoff and rinse it thoroughly clean. And now I'm going in with the Henna Sooq Cleansing Conditioning Cowash infused with shikakai, rosemary, tangerine, and clary sage. I'm going to section my hair into 4 sections, and as you can see, I came in the shower prepared, honey, prepared with my hair ties, and I'm just putting them in little buns and working in small sections. Okay, stop, y'all, listen. This
Co-wash is literally hands down probably the best. It caught me off guard, so you'll see me making faces. It detangled my hair, it smoothed my hair, it made my hair, I mean, like literally feel like silk. And not just when I was applying it, after my hair literally felt like silk, even when I had no product in it. It was like amazeballs. Anyway, my favorite way to wash my hair if you have longer hair like me, and if your hair gets tangled easy, is to, you see me going crazy over this co-wash, y'all. I'm telling you, look how my fingers glide through. It just detangles. Okay, let me get back. My favorite way is to stroke co-wash or shampoo all the way down and then apply a little bit to my fingers, holding the end out and taut, and then use the pads of my fingers to massage my scalp, to cleanse my scalp, and then work it down the rest of my hair. So that's just a tip, but as you can see, this application worked like a charm. I did want to show you guys my hair outside in natural light. Now the area where I was, it was a little bit overcast, and of course I was under like a covered area, so you can see a little bit more of the blue in certain lighting, but you see my hair turned out so freaking bomb. I was so happy. My curls, as always, turned out so moisturized and defined, and look at my curls. They just look shiny and healthy, and I'm like so in love. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I love it. And the color, once again, Henna Sooq, never fails whenever you're using Henna and Indigo. That's my new word, Henna Go. Whenever you're applying it to your hair, all natural, permanent, and it works perfect. Let me know in the comment section below, did you love my hair? I do. Y'all, I cannot tell you how happy I am with the color, this rich, deep, blue-black color. I am loving it, loving it, loving it.
We're all done. I hope that you enjoyed this video and see that it's super easy to give great touch-ups for your hair, and you don't have to henna your whole head all the time, especially if you have new growth growing in and you just want to match it, the roots to the ends. Now, you may have noticed that henna does stretch my curl pattern just a little bit, but it always reverts right back. I'm fine either way. You may notice some bigger curls because I touched my hair. I know, I broke my rule. I touched my hair before it was dry and it made it frizzy, so I decided to go in with like a couple of perm rods to kind of put some curls back in there, and that's what you see where the larger curls are. But for the most part, the rest of this, it's mostly in the bang where I had the perm rods, but you can see the rest of it is my normal curls. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you shop Henna Sooq at www.hennasooq.com. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and make sure that you turn on notifications. And I will have new content for you every Tuesday and every Friday starting January 2019. I'll see you soon.